What's going on, everyone? Today, I am going to show you why I graduated college early and started a business with my dog Cowboy in order to help 1 million dogs improve their quality of life and longevity. So, if that sounds interesting to you and you would like to improve your dog's quality of life as well, stick around until the end and I've got a special surprise waiting for you. So if you all know me at all by now, you know I am pretty much a complete dog nerd. I have obsessed over dogs in the canine species since I was literally when I could read, not before I could read, but I guess before I could read I was still playing with them. But anyways, I was raised around dogs. I grew up around Labs, Rottweilers, and some other ones, and I just have loved them my entire life. Dogs have always been a huge part of my life, and so when I went to college, I wasn't able to bring our family Labrador with me. So it was really difficult for me not to have a dog in my life. So basically, I looked at getting my own, and that's where this guy comes in that many of you are familiar with. This is Cowboy, the cattle dog. Cowboy, look at the camera. And he is a big spark in what started Back 40 Dogs, which is our pet nutrition company. So when I got Cowboy, he was more active than any dog I had ever had before. He was just on another level in terms of his needs mentally, to mentally fulfill him, his needs physically to tire him out, as well as his needs nutrition-wise to fulfill, and just keep up with everything we were doing in order to make sure that he was staying as healthy as he could be. And so that's really what led me down kind of the nutrition path. Not with the intention of starting a company, but just for my own personal dog. I ended up becoming a certified canine nutritionist just to learn about just kind of the whole space and dog nutrition and what leads to longevity and providing the best quality of lives for these guys. So while I was in college, I was going down, looking at, I guess, the more traditional path, getting a career, getting a job, working 9-to-5 type situation. And I just, realized that wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do. I had a very entrepreneurial mindset since I was as young as I could remember, doing the classic lemonade stand thing, doing yard work during the summers, just anything to not have to report to a boss or work in that type of environment. And so I think, when looking at my options in school, I was like, what do I really want to do with my life? What's my dream scenario? And that really, to me, was like something with dogs. And that was along the same lines as what I'm about to tell you next. So about around that same time, I'm trying to figure out what it is I want to do with my life. I've also got this young cattle dog who I'm trying to provide and give the best life possible for. And so it just kind of crossed paths, I guess, that, here I am diving into this pet nutrition space, seeing how horrible the pet food industry is in terms of the stuff they're putting in their products, the amount of processing, and how it's affecting dogs' lifespans. And so I really dove deep into the longest living dogs, what makes them live that long, and a lot of similarities popped up in terms of the environment they lived in and the food they ate. And the environment they lived in was oftentimes a farm-like environment, which means, less chemical stressors, more rural, a lot of mental stimulation going on. And the food they ate, which was highly unprocessed and again, kind of more fresh from the farm, which is where the inspiration for our company's name, Back 40 Dogs, come from, which refers to the remote part of a farm or a ranch. Come on. So when I was looking for ways to promote Cowboy's longevity, I was a broke college kid at the time, you know what I mean? And so I didn't have the budget to try and feed these things like a full-blown raw diet or something like that. And so I had to get creative. So what I did was I found a very unique superfood from the sea, from the ocean, and the clinical trials on it were amazing. And so I decided I'd ordered some myself, test it out from a specific source that I spent a lot of time, researching the specific regions and the areas where this kelp, this superfood, would provide the most nutritional and bioavailable properties for our dogs, which means they're digesting the most nutrients and actually absorbing them as possible. And so I ordered a batch and gave it to Cowboy in our family lab, and the difference was phenomenal. And so what I decided to do is I just started packaging some up for local family and friends, testing it with their dogs. They saw similar effects, the plaque on their teeth started to go away, their coats became soft, energy-wise, they just seemed to have more of it, especially the older dogs. And at that point, I was like, Cowboy had a decent following on Instagram. I asked people if they wanted to try the product. They did, and so I started selling that as our first product, and the rest is history. Once I saw the value in what I was feeding Cowboy and I saw how people wanted to try it, I decided, you only get to live once. I've always wanted to own my own business, and so why not go into a space where I am the most passionate about, which is dogs and helping dogs live as long as possible. So I decided I would graduate early, and that's exactly what I did, and I went into business with my dog. So it's been an extremely fun journey, and certainly wouldn't be possible without all of you amazing people out there who have been supporting us. We now have 3 supplements and 1 Beef Bites treats that we're extremely excited about. The Beef Bites are fairly new but already a huge hit, and we like to cover the main bases. So that covers immunity, gut health, hip and joint, and brain function, digestion, the main things that are key to your dog's immunity and their vitality. And so we have our kelp supplement, our pumpkin power fiber supplement, and then we have our wild Alaskan fish oil, in addition to the treats and some other fun things on our website. So selecting and sourcing the products is extremely important for us, extremely important for me, the quality and maintaining that. And so we keep everything right here in the US, with very, very high standards. I would never release a product that I wouldn't feed to my own dogs, and I treat my own dogs like members of the family. So it has our guarantee on it. The B40 standard is what we call it, and Cowboy is a huge fan. I truly believe it's helping him stay in peak condition all the time. His coat hasn't never been softer, and so many people tell us the same. We've got 300 plus 5-star reviews now, and that just continues to grow. I'm extremely excited to see where Back 40 Dogs goes. I have extremely big plans for it. I know a lot of our customers are hoping to see it continue to expand, and that is exactly what our plan is. We would like to be the one-stop shop for all things your dog. So that's our goal. We're family owned and operated. Cowboy helped start the darn thing. So it's been a fun journey, and like I said, so thankful for each of you who have supported us thus far, and we will continue to innovate and bring new amazing superfoods that are at the most affordable price that we can get them to you guys for, that are going to make the biggest impact for your dog's health and longevity. For watching till the end of the video, I wanted to hook you guys up with a discount code to go try it if you haven't yet. So if it's your first time, use this discount code right here. Go to back40dogs.com and give us a try. 100% satisfaction guarantee. We do things old school. If you don't like it, you don't pay, and we'll make it right. So that's us. Has the cow dog seal of approval. I don't know why I had white shirts made. Look at this. Owning a freaking cattle dog. That's a pretty distinct paw mark. I might keep that one on there. That's pretty cool. Let's go.